Boom. Yeah, man, we back live, man. Once again, man. Camp Get It All Stars podcast, man. We live hemping with GDP, man. And we got
Ice
the
Water Player E.
Tigalo.
You got OG Snoop,
you feel me? And welcome to the show, y'all. Once again, I want to say the show is being sponsored by Tito's. You know what I mean? When you have a drink, nice handmade vodka, man. Have your drink, man. Drink responsible. But yeah, so fellas, what's on the agenda for the night or this afternoon?
Oh man, we. I'm gonna let Tizzle start this off. These are two of his favorite topics.
No, I ain't really got anything to say about. I don't know. Shit, I'm lost. I'm lost.
So with the other people involved in the robbery, who's all telling besides Gucci?
Oh yeah, they said the cameraman released a statement. He talking about they was trying to return all of his items to him, whoever had took it, but he said he don't want it back. He said he want to press charges. He want to see. I guess whatever was done to him was unforgivable. You know what I'm saying?
It was violated him.
Yeah, I don't know whatever it was, but it was unforgivable.
You don't need to turn in nothing. You don't want the jury. Then he shouldn't be putting out no police report. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, nigga, I'm gonna fall through and I'm gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, shit, what the fuck? If you do anything, nigga, you gonna go get at him. I mean, you got all this money. You know, that's why rappers are lying. A lot of them, because you talk that big boy talk, then shit like this pop off. How that make you look? How your image gonna look? You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, if you in real gangsters, you know what they gonna think about you now. You see what I'm saying? And
But
they said he had a gun, or he wouldn't.
The only thing about Gucci, I still want to wait and see more evidence, because right now everything is still speculatory on what Gucci involvement was. You know what I'm saying? Everything is real allegedly. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So
Right.
I'd really like to hold
And the
off before
media shop.
just cast him out like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not looking good so far because he's not saying anything. So, so I don't know.
Hey.
Well, I mean, shit, he said a lot in the song, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
so is the song fake?
He pretty much told all his involvement in the song, like. So,
yeah.
But my thing is, like, you tarnish your whole name over something that you did 20 years prior.
Yeah.
There you go.
You supposed to kept it. You supposed to kept it gangster and kept it in the streets and be like, all right, I'm gonna catch. Like Banks said, I can't tell the cameraman and bodyguard what to do because they who they are. They civilians. Me myself, if I'm still rapping about this gangster life and I'm still acting like I'm part of this, I know enough to keep my mouth shut.
Right. Right.
Handle it when it comes.
Right. Man, that's crazy, man.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it from like this cat that passed away. He car got stole, right? But he a street. I ain't gonna say his name, but he was he's a street dude. Everybody knew him. All the stuff, whatever. His car got stole. Not carjacked or nothing, just stolen. That man got on the internet and said, "I'm not calling the police, but my car got stolen. I'm looking for y'all in the streets to help me get my car back." But I'm too. He said I'm too much of a street dude to go to the police. So I'm gonna look for y'all to help me get my thing, get my car back. I want to say 24 hours, maybe a day or two. The man got his car back because he He did one of the most gangsters thing you could do. Just tell the, hey man, I need y'all to help me get my car back.
Yeah,
Didn't
mild
call
times right
911.
there.
Didn't call no insurance to be like, hey, I need my car. Hey, my car got stole. Didn't call the police. Hey, my car got stolen. The man took to the internet like everybody else doing. Just say, hey, help me get my car back, and they got him his car back.
Power of the internet.
Yeah.
You feel me? And when you being a solid nigga, you feel me? They fuck with you.
Exactly. Well, I can say his name. I mean, he was a stand-up dude. As far as everybody know, that was Zoda Roaster did that. Rest in peace.
But
Well, he gonna anyway, because he's a damn fool. So, man,
Yeah, he
man,
took
why
to
you
the
gotta
internet when
see
his
him?
old school
All
got
people,
stole.
yeah,
yeah.
he the only million. Then it goes to the roaster. Damn.
So then back now the what I wanted to talk about, if y'all done with that stuff, I want to talk about like is there an age group for us men to be on the streets, whether it's hustling or hanging? You know what I mean? Is there an age limit for us to be outside, basically?
Well, I think so. I think so. I mean, now that I done hit my 50s, right? Hey, what the fuck? What you gonna do out there? Can't run from the police. You can't hop no fences. I mean, what you gonna do? Especially if you got a family. We done did all the street shit. It's time to do some domestic shit now. Sit up in the house and watch football and baddies and all that other shit. And all that in the street. That ain't for us block. I'm just gonna, I'm really, really in the field. But them youngsters, will make you get sent to death row because they got a slogan which makes them dangerous. They're not listening, but they sure always tell them, it's dangerous. You got to kill them. So at the fat boy, you know me. I'm at the age of 50. If you commit a crime right now, that's like doing life. It's like doing life. How would you go there? Waste your the rest of your life on some shit, man. At 50 years, come on, man, boy. You supposed to be learning crochet and shit.
But
You at the house, learning how to play piano.
What if you're going to work every day? I mean, you doing what you're doing. You taking care of the family. You know what I mean? You doing everything you're supposed to do. But you just want to just hang. You know what I mean? Just go hang out with the fellas sometimes. You know what I mean?
Nah, it don't work like that. No.
No.
That's
Want to get tough with other.
Wrong.
Want to get tough with. Nah, man. I'm. Like some function stuff like that. But if at nighttime, that partying. Nah, man. Because when dudes get drunk and they high, right? Their brains is altered. Majority of them start thinking they tough like that. And you know what the newspaper gonna say, fat boy? It's gonna say
but I'm
55
saying
years old man.
it's ways you could disassociate yourself from the other shit that's going on. You know what I mean? Being that you know what I mean, you've been around the corner with the game, so you know what I mean. It's like you could disassociate yourself with the bullshit and be like, okay, I'm fucking with these motherfuckers over here because you know what I mean. This is what I'm trying to do. Just come chill, have a good time. You know what I mean? Just like you. I mean, but
you gotta understand, these days it's hard, man. Like where do OGs go? Where do we go? Where are we gonna be safe? And really, just honestly, just think about it, man. It's always some bullshit. Always, man. Or right, friendly fire. Friendly fire. Who want to get hit by friendly fire? Come on, man. Them youngsters, look, man. Them youngsters car with 30 round things and letting off shots, right? Hey, look, fat boy, I'm a professional. Anybody who needs 30 rounds, they don't know how to shoot. They just don't. So that's probably why them little kids got them, because they just don't know how to shoot. Any nigga that need 30 rounds to do anything, he don't know how to shoot. And that's why all these
See,
people be getting
sissy.
hit. I don't want to be out there.
I see you said,
I'm cool.
but yeah, I get it. But you know, so now what if you know, I know motherfuckers who hustle, you know, still get it. So what if you just hustling, you just out the way of the bullshit? You know what I mean? What
Hey,
y'all think about that? You ain't in the way. You just doing your little thing. You feel me? And you out the
I
way.
mean,
but then you
we
uh,
this phone going out. We see that every day though, Fleet. You already know that. We see it. We be on the block where there's some OGs still hanging out hustling, and it's a gang of youngsters, but the OGs distance themselves in the middle of the block. The youngsters stay over there. And
Yeah,
I'm talking about OGs that's older than us, you know. So it's all about this. I mean, to me, it's all about perspective. Is if this is the only way you can feed your kid right now,
mm,
I mean, at this age, then hey, go out and hustle a little bit, but always make it a priority to try to find another gig so you can go back and tuck yourself. You feel what I'm saying? But that's, I mean,
yeah, that's not
me myself, I would only use it as a last resort. If
right.
I'm sitting in the house, you know, you done lost your job, all your unemployment done ran out, you know, your savings done ran out, or your savings is almost depleted. Now you got to be like, hold on, something got to give, and you know you got an area that's still getting money. I'm gonna go over here, but I'm gonna still fill out these applications and send them off and do this and do that. Or
right,
hell, I mean, you know, these days, get on the internet and find something and get a driving gig on you know, on the road share thing, the road share apps and all that. I mean, there's ways to get money,
No,
yeah.
but at the
Well,
same time, if
no.
this your only source, I'm gonna go out there and get it.
Well, shout out to y'all for tapping in with me and our podcast, and we trying to get it together. That's why we in the house. You see what I'm saying? Well, we could be
Right.
outside doing something else.
That,
You know, so shout out to y'all.
Yes, yes.
hey, listen. Right now, looking at the bottles of alcohol that I done confiscated from the little kids at Stanford and the vape pens and shit. You know, look at this shit. I, I done confiscated. So I'll be having fun playing top flight security. You know what I'm talking about? I love that job. You know what I'm talking about? So they call, I
Ain't
had
nothing
some,
wrong with that. I tell you.
Excuse me, y'all. So
you know,
so dog father, while we got you up in here, can you give a light on us on what you're doing as far as with the live free and how y'all going about with that? You know, because we live right now, you know, and just you never know who watching, and just let the people know what y'all got
okay.
going with that.
Okay, so Live Free is a nonprofit organization, and we have certain resources. What we do is outside of helping uh, families eat every day at the church on Stewart, and we also go out and talk to kids who's in and out of juvenile hall. Um, a few of us go in and out of Rita to talk to people, help with their court cases. For the most part, uh, we like intervention. So if we hear something on the street like tonight, we got to go to Idaho Street because they put that murder on Berkeley. Like, so whenever it's a murder on Berkeley, it falls back on us at Live Free because it's like our contract is kind of like based on the murders being low, um, low gun violence, stuff like that. So there was a murder on Idaho Street, and they said that the Berkeley police responded. So we got to go out there and see if both families is all right. And, it's kind of like, let me tell you about this Live Free, man. Live Free is just something that I never thought I'd be a part of, and I'll tell you why. You know, it's what it's not just with brothers from Berkeley. They from Oakland, North Oakland, West Oakland, East Oakland, Richmond. They from everywhere. kind of hooked us up like the Avengers. And I try to tell people that's what I do when I go to prison. It's called networking. Just talking to people from different places. I don't like talking to people all the time from Berkeley. I don't really get along with everybody from Berkeley. But these dudes, they all in the same position. At one point in their time in their life, they was considered like, losers. We all was. In and out of jail. Everybody changed their life around. And now we out trying to help everybody else whose kids is in danger. And I'm telling you, a lot of these kids, man, and you know how I go, fat boy, the kids be good in high school, but they teetering right there in high school. But they playing sports, looking good. Nobody makes it to college. They all on the street before you know it. We're trying to
Well,
stop that.
that's
We're
that's
trying to
that's
stop
good.
going to the
Well,
and
that's
it's
good
cool.
knowing
Like
that y'all getting them passes to go back into Santa Rita and able to talk to some of them and try to guide them and just let them know, like, man, right now you what you ain't doing is right, man. Here I am trying to tell you, I done been here, I done been housed here. I could tell you every wing in this motherfucker, So shout out to y'all and the ones who go back to Santa Rita and letting the kids know and giving them an idea, because it ain't nothing but kids in there.
man, ain't nothing but kids. And all them, the last time I was in there, little kids kept running to the window. Hey, is you Shooty, Dad? I'm like, why? Oh, you don't remember us? We all played at Fremont High together. I'm like, you played with my son? I'm like, yeah. What you doing in here? I got caught with a pistol at the bus stop. Damn. And that's what I do right now for my son.
How did that
If
make
you're not working, don't come out that house.
how did that
And,
make you feel?
family, a lot of times I get emotional when I talk about my kids, right? Especially about my son. Because fat boy, for real, my son was supposed to be in the street. He really was supposed to be in the street. And my brother took him up under his wing, and my brother made him a man, and I'm proud of my brother. And my son, he ain't nothing like me. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, yeah, it's just hard, man. And man.
Well, shout out to you, because I know
He
you
didn't.
personally. I know you personally, and I know
Yeah.
the things you've been through. And for you to really jump into something like that is real big. You know what I mean? It's big to me. It's big to all of I want to say MFs, but the motherfuckers, right? Straight up, the motherfuckers who know you and grew up with you. So shout out to you, bro. And we appreciate you, and we appreciate you giving back all the knowledge and all the game that you got to the youngsters and to the kids. You know what I mean? And Player E and Mike Tizzle, if y'all got anything y'all want to share on that topic, feel free. You know what I mean? Because I know we all grew up and we all see the same things with these youngsters. You know what I mean? And we all wish we could reach out and touch them and just try to give them hope, and you know what I mean? Let them know, like, nah, man, you feel me? If you're going to do it, just get the bag. You feel me? Everything else, you feel me, is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all I try to preach. Get the bag, man. Don't all the violence, all that. Oh, I want a body. That's gonna lead you locked up and dead. Then who gonna get the bag? Who gonna get the girls that you was chasing after? Not you.
And I mean, thousands they running through right now. These youngsters,
they running it up.
They running
you
through
want
thousands.
you want to jeopardize that because over some nonsense.
Right, man. But
And
yeah,
you know what's so
all
crazy?
my nephews, all that.
They hustle. I respect they hustle because they daredevils. That shit they doing, I don't have the heart to do that. I don't. Every show with
man.
But
they different. 19 motherfuckers going in a jewelry store with hammers and sledgehammers and shit. Nigga, they ain't giving a fuck about none of that shit.
Man, so I want to
back
take them dudes.
Back in the day, we did it with
breeds. Yeah, of course.
We did it with
these kids today, right?
back in the day.
These kids today, they only respect violence. And if it don't have nothing to do with violence, them don't want to do nothing. Oh man, we gonna go over here. We just gonna do a burglary. Nah, I don't want to do no burglary. I want to wait until the people in the house. That's what these little kids is on. Because
They want to
when
do
you
both.
hitting the lick, people are not in the house. You're going in there for one thing, to get whatever they got, right? So a burglary, you think it would be better because why? Ain't nobody in the house. You don't have to hold nobody down, tie them down, or shoot them, right? You just go in there and search. These little kids want to go in there while the whole entire family in the house. That's
Yeah.
daredevil. Man, yeah,
You know,
man.
a lot of times
It's
they don't
sad.
have the, they don't have them they don't have the right people around them to tell them, hey man, you know that's a home invasion. You know, you move that person 6 feet or a couple of feet, that's a kidnapping. That tax on extra charges.
Mm-hmm.
Like people I know that did it, I used to tell them that, like, look, I've been in there with
And
this cat that did this, and it turned into a kidnapping. That tacked on 5, 10 more years. So
then they
you want to
coming in
think
the
about
house.
it.
Mm-hmm.
They coming in your house, moving you to another room, all type of shit.
That's kidnapping. So
I'm talking about
I try to
they can
I
say
tell people,
the
but
room.
Yeah, well, that's that. Well, they'll learn. You know, they can continue to what I call is chasing the nightmare. You go up in these people's house, your ass is out.
but you know, a lot of time it lack a older person's perspective. Sometimes some youngsters listen. You got a lot that don't, but some listen. So when you tell them that, they'll be like, "For real? Hell no!" And then they look it up themselves, and they be like, "OG, you was right."
And
So
see, and
I mean, back when we was younger, my OGs used to tell me shit. You know what I mean? They used to tell me stuff,
but see
and I
that
listened.
and that goes back into what I was saying as far as the OG or your age limit of you hanging. You feel me? Because see, you could be hanging just for you know what I mean, just hanging out, but at the same time, you might give a nigga some game that he take forever. You know what I mean? By you just being out there with the youngster, he seeing you coming from work or whatever you doing, you getting off, you coming over there to the block, you hanging, you feel me? Drinking, doing your thing, whatever. You feel me? But you giving game. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't necessarily always you just coming, you know what I mean, in a bad way. But I feel you too, Snoop, because there's been times where I done been, you know what I mean, and the shit done jumped off. And it's like, God damn, I ain't coming out here no more. You feel me? No, for real though. Cause
You know,
I ain't got
I
nothing
want
to
to
do with nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
right.
I'm in the
But look how
way.
we older.
Right.
But look though, but she can jump off anywhere because look how you can be at a club just hanging out, chilling. You know, you at a club about to have a few or a bar, you just have a few drinks, you just chill, and you gonna leave right after. And then
I'm
you got older cats that ain't got no sense, and they want to whip out and do some stupid stuff. You
gonna
know what
say the
I
same thing. That's why I ain't going out no more.
Hey,
I ain't going out no more either.
Say
Yeah,
my couch will do me just right.
they ain't stopping me from going out.
you know when so one time I had to talk for Live Free at a seminar, right? And people asked me a question from the audience, youth of today. So I told them, I said, the youth of the day, they don't have no structure, and it all starts at home, right? If you don't find it at home, don't look for it next. The street.
Streets.
When they get arrested,
Same
off the street,
thing we all
find
did.
it in the
Yeah.
right. They're gonna go in there and find it from Kumi or Jama or whatever else, the Muslims or whatever else. But you know what, fat boy? Here's the thing that I tell people. I talked to over 500 people, and I told them this. When I was little and I did something wrong, my mother was in my grandmother's house. That was like torture because my grandmother was older with them southern uh, disciplines. Go out there and pick up the dog shit and pick up every leaf off the ground and all that. Sit up straight. Take that hat off. These days, right? When these daughters drop off with the grandmother be 34 years old. It ain't like she 60 or 50. She want to go to apartment C. So what she gonna do? Just have your ass back. See? But when I was little, grandmothers was, uh, older, more with the discipline. They don't they don't have that. Man, look at all these old people, my age and older, all on Facebook and TikTok, acting like they 15, 16 years old. Man, that's how the kids get away. No structure whatsoever. I'm trying to tell you, man. And ask me how I know. You looking at one of them.
But no, you got structure. You had it. You just wasn't using it back then. You was on that waterfront structure. Feel me? That waterfront time back then. But now it's in you because look how all of a sudden now how you ready to just give back. So it was always there, even when you was hustling. Everybody need to be together. Whether you know what I mean on some turf shit. It was there. It's just nowadays that we've been gone and that everybody just got the streets and they ain't listening. They got their own structure, their own. You feel me? Some will listen to you, OG, and some won't. You feel me? They'll be like, okay, OG, I get it.
Did the old fault though? Did it our fault now?
Most definitely not. Most definitely not. Because a lot of us learn from our OGs, looking at their mistakes that we like, oh no, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, it ain't our fault that they want to do crash outs and do all that. You feel me? Because they see their friend getting 50 to life. You see your friend got 50 to life. He been down 4 years and you still out here doing that crazy shit. He calling you stressed and telling you, but you still want to be outside doing it. So no, it's not our fault. We give back as much as we can.
Yeah, we give back, but you watch the internet now. These youngsters making the prisons look fun.
Right.
Yeah,
on some ignorant stuff, just showing watches and I got a big screen up in here and oh yeah, you see this, we feasting. They making it look fun. They don't tell you the part when that fool come with that big knife in your cell. They don't tell you that part when them COs come in there and beat you half to death and to get turned into an isolated thing. They don't tell you all that part.
Or when you lay down and you lay down and it really hits you like, man, I want to go home.
Exactly. I know when I was like just in county and shit, and then like I get a visit and then I had to tell people to stop coming, like, man, don't come up here no more. Cause they get to walk off and go have fun, and you going back to this cell with this cat that's kicking and all that. You know what I mean? I had to tell him, man, I don't want no more visits. Just write me or something.
If you emotional, you start crying. If you emotional, I see.
That shit, hey, Flea, that get the messing with you, man. They get to go home and you want to go to and
visits.
Just looking at them
kill you. Visits all the time.
They had you going back to going back to your cell, getting some more time.
I don't give a fuck how bad you put your feet under the bed, sleep on it the night before, creased up. Once you leave out that motherfucker on your way back, you be like, man, fuck, I want to go home, man.
Exactly.
Man,
it's like getting rebooked all over again. Feel me? You gotta strip out, sit in the waiting room till they come back and get you.
I had a partner. I had a partner break whenever he went to the pen, he break up with his chick because he like, man, I don't want to be worried about what you got going on out there.
That was smart.
I don't want to be stressed out. I'm trying to think if you keeping it tight for me or whatever. So go ahead, do you, and we'll regain this when I come home if we could. I was like, damn.
We'll figure it out.
I used to tell her, stop calling every day. What you gonna talk about?
His phone going in and out, but I know exactly what he's saying.
Snoop, your phone going in and out, bro.
I gotta say, this one is the old one.
I know exactly what it meant. You call it there, you wasn't even calling this much when you was out. You tied up the phone. You want to be next when pie time come.
Man. I'm playing spades, chess, something.
I ain't gonna front. When I was, but after a while, I was like, you know what? That's a stress box. I ain't get on that.
Everybody, when I first went to read, hell yeah. But once I'm already in, on my way to Quentin, know I'm going to prison for 3 years. Yeah, that shit over with. We ain't done. You know, find something else to do.
Yeah. That's how I learned Pinochle. And then I'm at the spades table, dominoes, I'm all over that. I ain't with that.
Yeah. You back?
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it still? You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, that's the biggest thing about jail, right? Is trying to control something that's outside the walls that you can't control. You know, and that's what I was taught, being a part of what I'm a part of when I was young. Don't worry about what's going on out there, because you can't do nothing about it. You got to worry about what's in here. And man, that'll stress you out too, because you know your family is out here, you know. And you know, anything can happen to your family while you're locked up, and you know, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, with them females, oh no, I don't deal with that. In fact, boy, you know, mine gonna be too something that can do something. You know what I'm talking about? I don't play with them little I don't play with them little petite and thick, and mine got to be too something and gonna do something. That's right. You got to weigh over 250 and gonna do something. You understand? Yeah. You know, I ain't gonna be commissary or nothing. Yeah. Hey, I didn't miss. Hey, listen. That's why I don't be tripping, man, because I know niggas who be getting them models and all that. You got to worry about motherfuckers pecking at your bro. I don't have to worry about a nigga pecking at my bro. Your bro is gonna get pecked at, man. You know, you got her out there. Leave a Santa Rita like she just came from a concert. I mean, you get the fuck out of here. My bro gonna leave there dressed like a Muslim. I'm not yeah, man. But yeah, I don't know. Plus, time is different now. You know, when I first started going to prison, if you kill somebody, you get 16 years with halftime. If you shot somebody below the waist, that was just a misdemeanor. Now they just giving out time, right? So why would I want to keep going back? Fat boy, I done stayed my whole life in that place, man. I'm good. If I can go in there and clean up for 3 cents an hour, 3 cents.
Yeah.
Man, I know I can work for $22 an hour out here. Do you hear me? 3 cents an hour.
Oh man, the kid told me right. He said, that man said, if you do right, I'm gonna give you a pay number. I said, how much is that? He said 8 cents. I said, man, get the fuck out of here.
8 cents.
You know, come on, man. Hey, come on, man. They be having dudes outside, fat boy, in the snow. The snow be way up to your chest for 7 cents an hour, shoveling the snow at 3 a.m, freezing. Talking about that's a cool pay number. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
You know, at the Super Bowl, right, fat boy, they had me wiping tables. So I told these niggas, I said, hey, listen. So they told me since I didn't have a guards card, right, I couldn't go in the stadium. They know I'm a Niner hater anyway. If they would have let me in there, I probably would have shitted on their field. But anyway, they had me cleaning up tables, right, fat boy? I said, look,
Yeah.
if I can clean up tables in the pen for 25 cents, I know I can clean them up for $25.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These niggas will do life in the pen before they do a 9 to 5 for their daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's crazy, right?
No,
That's
most
crazy.
definitely.
I don't know.
Most definitely.
Life just different now.
Well, you know, like I say, well, you know, we appreciate you, you know, giving us this insight on what Live
Fat
Free
boy,
do.
what kind of music is you
How
listening
it
to?
affects you. Huh? Oh, you know, just a little jam in the background, you know, just trying to keep the mood going. I can't play no other music. You feel me? But whoever
Got me
listening,
right.
whoever watching,
So what's up
you
with the
feel
car
me?
show?
If you got some music coming, send it to me. Oh yeah, the car show coming up. Father's Day, Juneteenth, Berkeley. Tap in, you know. Bring the kids, bring everything. It's gonna be live music, fun, everything. The whole nine.
What?
Bring the kids on too.
Where you going?
But yeah, shout out to y'all for tapping in, you know what I mean?
Why you
My
ain't
guys.
doing it? Number
Number, I know, put it in your
phone now.
Blair E, Snoop in the building. You know what I mean? You know, Snoop in the building. You know what I mean? But yeah, E, what's going on? So what you think your Cowboys gonna do? You got your mute mic. Your mic muted. You got your mic muted. Everybody on mute.
Hold up here.
Now Snoop was ready. Snoop, you ain't ready. But yeah.
Hello? Nah, that was my little, my little brother.
Oh, let me get back on and say hello.
The Cowboys supposed to do great this year. You see all the picks we got?
No. I don't see no picks y'all got. Talk about them picks y'all got.
Yeah, we got them.
Wait.
I can't think of all their names. I was sending them to y'all. Yeah, we gonna do great this year. We got that defense beefed up.
Yeah. Raiders with that number 1 overall draft pick. Our defense beefed up. Yeah, you know, I'm projecting 8 wins. I'm gonna say 8 wins.
Ooh.
You feel me?
You think that much?
Hell yeah. Better bitch, you think that much.
8 wins in y'all division. That's like what? Wild card?
Shit. No, probably nothing.
Oh, that's probably first. That's probably
12.
first.
Shit, you can get 10, 11 wins in the AFC West or any in the AFC and you ain't gonna get in the playoff. You feel me? You gotta have like 12 wins and shit.
That's what I said. It'd probably be like a wild card.
A wild card. That's fucked up. Y'all heard that? Wild card. We're gonna do way better than the Cowboys.
Hey, we did wild card. With Romo, we was career wild card. So I mean, it ain't that. I mean, but we gonna be up this year. Though. We in it this year, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I don't know where the hell Tizzle went.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, man, shit. But even if what you think about that Michael Jackson movie? You ain't checked that out?
Yeah, I checked it out. They left. I don't want to do no spoilers, but for the people that ain't seen it, but it seemed like it's gonna be a part 2.
Yeah.
Because you know, they didn't get to all the they didn't get to all the stuff that, you know, the later years in life.
Right.
But it was a good movie.
I'm just surprised that a lot of, you feel me? Like motherfuckers, well, nowadays even know about Michael Jackson. Shit. Feel me?
Mike transcends time, man. These kids in elementary knowing about Mike.
Yeah,
They
that's
doing
what
the
I'm saying.
dance and everything.
That's why I said I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike
Well, welcome
Mike
back.
influence is still here.
The who?
I said his influence is still here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
So,
man. Well, you know, well, shit, man. It was a wonderful time tapping in with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. GDP gonna end this live right now, man. It's been good. You know what I mean? Fun. GDP got to run. Thank y'all for tapping in. You know, like and subscribe, man. Feel me? Fuck with me sometimes, man.
yeah.
Out.